Hey, good ladies and gentlemen, it's the Crypto Sniper coming at you. How are you? How are you? Yes, that's an Ethereum chart, by the way. But actually, let's have a little squiz. It's something we don't normally look at, and I don't normally cover. The headlines. So this is supposedly the headlines that get generated when you're looking at a particular chart in the bottom right corner. I'm looking down there. So what's next on the ICO market? So we have this absolutely bombed out ICO market where half the regulators are saying no, it's not legit, and people aren't doing this and they aren't complying, and they need to do X, Y, and Z, and this is not legal and that is not right, etc. So the ICO market is struggling. We know that in New York, for example, you can barely do many things with crypto because they've painted legislation that literally chased it out of town in terms of ICOs and many other things. Then you get this New York Attorney General. He warns that 3 crypto exchanges may be breaking the law. Now, when you talk about control structures, remember, the essence of control structure is to establish a matrix whereby anybody and everyone is in fact in breach of some law, so that if you ever decide that they're a problem and you need to go for them, you have them on something. In other words, sitting right here, right now, sharing this opinion is probably a break of the law. I'm guilty of hate speech. I'm guilty of anarchist inclinations. I'm guilty of, critiquing authority, promoting non-compliance, disorder. Who knows? Who knows? Right now, maybe using a microphone and broadcasting from a certain location can be found to be in a breach of some certain law, where everything's designed so that something is illegal. And this is the nature of the game of the regulators. 3 crypto exchanges may be breaking the law. And they want to get you, the end user, I lost some money. Everybody's up for, batter these exchanges. Do not invite the parasitic, psychopathic, tax extracting, secrecy invading control structure into your realm. If you do, they embed, and it becomes just like all the other systems where they are spying on you, where they are listening to you, where they are recording. Do you know, even covering your camera, that's right, wait for it, covering your camera will no longer be sufficient. They're working on designing a screen that the entire screen can record imagery. All your devices are listening to you. Keywords are being listened to. Isn't it just fate that when you've been thinking of buying a XYZ product, that you will get an advert on XYZ product showing up next time you're surfing, next time you're mentioning this and that, a holiday to such a destination. There comes that last minute deal, only available now while stocks last, supercut price. Boom, boom, bosh. It's not just for commercial reasons, although there's great money to be made there, stealing your thoughts and every word, but it's for many other things. I'm digressing a slight bit, you might say, but no, these guys are in breach of the law. Hey, we're all good with high standards with brokers and exchanges, but the key thing is they are now saying, this Attorney General is now declaring himself and the New York legal larger parasystem as an arbitrator of opinion on something that's meant to be decentralized, global, and non-national. And they are now saying it's our space and it's our remit to make legal prognostications and diagnoses of that which should be allowed and not be allowed. In other words, they're already starting to referee this game. They're already starting to referee this game, and they're wanting to insert themselves into crypto. Read this heading. Enough feeble warnings. Regulate Wild West crypto market. The UK lawmakers. Oh, how convenient for lawyers that aren't making enough money. They need a new jurisdiction, a new set of skills, a new space where they can spawn legalese. People have to pay fees, new forms of doing everything, increase the cost of doing business, and inject a bunch of lawyers into the process. Wild West? Really? Wild West? Yeah, binary options is more Wild West. brokers that operate out of Estonia that are doing A book and B book are Wild West. I'll do a separate YouTube on that. But let me tell you, the mentality there is the minute you deposit money, it's now their money. Go spend it on new salaries, on marketing. It'll be 5 months before you've given it to them. That's if you trade with these kind of guys. They're running wild. Why not regulate that? That's financial services. You got plenty of work to do there, buddy. I haven't had any my money on any exchange be taken. I can withdraw 100%, all of it, at any time. I can withdraw substantial amounts. Once you've abide by the rules, it's not Wild West. I'm not having anything stolen. Yes, there's some scams, like there's scams with anything. Stop YouTube from allowing spammers from putting spammy scams on my YouTube clips. How about that? How about the algos to do that? You got enough AI and brain power? No. We want to inject the lawyers into everything you do. It's part of saying this is now an expanded remit. You got to cry. They want you all to cry. Cry foul and cry for Big Brother to come on in and to take control. And then they can insert their tax extracting, legalese supporting, regulatory control. And you think that's going to make you safe? Did it make you safe in 2008 with all that regulated financial services organizations and all of that? No, they protected the bankers. No one went to damn jail. They took your money to bail them out and you were worse off. That's what happens. It's the divide and conquer. It's to own the game with their own select partners. And now they're declaring it their way. Enough of these feeble warnings. Regulate the Wild West. It's time. The people have demanded it. No, we aren't. Tell the lawyers to piss off. We don't want them. We don't want them there. We don't want them anywhere. And in fact, it's buyer beware. I like the Wild West. Those that work. Those that don't work, people quickly write reviews and say they don't work. My money's safer there in an exchange than it is in a bank. It's not going to get bailed out. Hey, what happened in Cyprus? Didn't a whole bunch of people lose 50% of everything above 100 grand in their accounts? Has that happened anywhere on the exchanges? We don't want you. We don't want your lawyers. We don't want your tax extracting, bailout extracting, usury extracting, Trojan, parasitic ways in our game. Stay the bloody hell out. Nobody is asking for you. Stay away. Are they going to listen? Are you going to listen and not bleat like a sheep every time something doesn't go the way you think it does? Oh, the exchange manipulated against me. Choose your points when to enter. Don't don't put your stops in obvious places and then blame the exchange. Start owning your own outcomes. This is a key point. It's the bleaters in cryptos that want a forever 100% infinity bull market that then cry for regulation and scream manipulation when the market that's just pumped from an unbelievable, started at $700 in 2017 and ended up at $20,000. Hello? And you're now complaining? You're now complaining because after a really bright day, you get a bit of evening? Come on, man. Grow up and stop inviting the same cartel of crooks and thieves to come and control your game because you're a bleating little sheep begging for a shepherd so that he can fatten you up and harvest you later in the abattoir. Stop being a crybaby and grow up. Anyway, Ethereum. Wouldn't you have liked to have known to trade this little micro inverted HVF, and in fact you could have had a target down at 212. Wouldn't you have liked to have known that? Yes, you could have known that. I say known, had a high probability on balance of probability that it might have occurred and exited on the final plummet low. Wouldn't you have liked to have got back in on a squeeze here and taken your profits again there on a keep on keeping on basis at 192? Wouldn't you have liked to have recognized this and called 169, YouTubed it and told your mates and got everybody out at 169 after it then pumps in an oversold state where everybody's overshort in Ethereum? You could have done that, manipulated. Hey, how did I know? Who's manipulating this? I didn't know. I had a chance. I had a probability. It worked. Sometimes it won't. It's not a 100% system. Guess what? You could have made that money instead of sitting there and watching the bear market rip everything off of you like a helpless little child taking a battering from a big bear. Get the hell out of there. Come on, guys. It's time to stand up. I'm doing a webinar tonight. If you understand the principles and the concept of what I'm saying, come and join our webinar tonight and learn how you can become a better trader with immediate effect. Yes, you can become. On this free webinar, you can begin a process that starts you on a journey of becoming a better active investor, stroke trader with immediate effect. This was all available to my premium views, and I even threw out a free view on a 169 on the Ethereum. Go look at my YouTube. I don't care who believes or doesn't believe. The truth of the matter is you can be better with a method. Not 100%, not a guarantee, and this actually isn't for most people. You're too emotionally frail. You don't own your own outcomes. It's always everybody else's fault. So if you're one of the guys that scream manipulation and think it's a big ripoff that the market's fallen from $20,000, enjoy the YouTube, leave your nasty comment, don't come back, please don't attend the webinar. If you're somebody else who understands what I'm trying to say and is wanting to warn good people about the real sharks out there that still exist in the financial trading realm with the likes of binary options. I spoke to a guy, he said, with this platform, you can open a brokerage and start spending the client's deposit money straight away. They'll have given it to you in 5 months anyway. I was shocked. I was shocked to hear what I was saying. I haven't come there for this. I want my guys to win. Let me tell you, there's plenty sharks, robber barons in these venues that these guys can go work on and go legislate. That is in the financial realm right here and now. All they're going to regulate is inserting their tax extracting ways. If you get what I'm all about, you've got a little bit of reset sniper, you've got a little bit of crypto sniper, and you've got a little bit of real method that can make you make better decisions if you are prepared and capable to apply and try something new. I'll see you at the webinar. It's tonight, 19:30 British Summer Time. 19:30 British Summer Time. I'm Francis Hunt. I am the three snipers: crypto, market, and reset. And you've got to decide what you're doing for the rest of this year that will see you in a better place come the time you're cracking open the Christmas pudding. Are you going to take decisions? Are you going to be prepared to make a small investment maybe to improve your lot? Or are you going to keep ebbing and flowing and wondering what to do next and emotionally reacting in a journey that makes no sense to you, looking at charts that conceptually you have no probability-based assessment of what's coming next? Speak to you later. Hope you enjoy the clip. And as always, whatever you decide to do, trade small, trade safe, and stay on the path to your wealth building. Bye-bye for now.